And so we begin this video on historic Route 66. Welcome to Cuba, Missouri, at the corner of Smith and Washington. Across the way, there is a mural, a postcard, actually a stamp mural. And I believe this is the first Cuba I've ever been to. I didn't think I was going to get here before the actual Cuba. Maybe someday. Although that might be kind of difficult to get to. Anyway, welcome to Route 66, Mural City. Standing right here on Route 66, look across the way, there's Prosperity Corner. There are so many murals to see in this town. It's amazing. I passed a few as I was coming down from Sullivan, where I stayed last night on Route 66. And the Cuba Water Tower sits right off of Route 66, and it says Cuba Wildcats. Now we know what their high school mascot is. It's a wildcat. Yesterday, I was given this map at the Route 66 State Park in Eureka, outside of St. Louis. There it is there. I have traveled to Cuba, which is right here. Yesterday, I did Merrimack Caverns, did the Jesse James Wax Museum, and I stayed last night in Sullivan. And just a warning, it is a windy day here in Missouri. I thought we would begin by exploring the murals of Route 66, Mural City. This is called Frisco's. This isn't a mural, but I had to get this in the video. There's a train coming out of the side of this restaurant. 3D! That's so cool. Frisco's Grill and Pub, Cuba, Missouri, 1522. I think that was a real train. So here, beginning at Main and Buchanan Streets, we've got some Civil War murals down the side of this building, all the way up to Route 66. This is the Battle of Pilot Knob, September 27th, 1864. There is a Pilot Knob in North Carolina. I know that because I was just there. This is Major General Sterling Price of the CSA, and the Union General at that battle, Brigadier General Thomas Ewing Jr. On September 28, 1864, this painting depicts the destroying of the fort, as it says right there. And also, there's a complete history of that battle right here at Pilot's Knob. So we are here in Cuba. Pilot's Knob is actually way down there, Fort Davidson. The mural to the left is the Battle of Huza, September 29th, 1864. Looks like they got into the river there. And the one on the right depicts the Confederates here in Cuba. See the railroad station? It's on fire. Rescue at Leesburg, October 1st, 1864. They look like a bunch of happy people right there. And at the end of all of those, you have this mural of Native Americans, and also you've got Jean Pierre and Auguste Chateau right there, the French explorers meeting the Native Americans. I'm assuming that's probably the Merrimack River or perhaps the Mississippi right there. And the People's Bank depicted right here, the old Ford wind-up Model T car, and this gentleman right here. I don't know his name, but I'm sure it's on this plaque right here, just before this tandem bicycle. That's really neat. Check that out. Always seeing bicycles used as decor pieces along Roadside America. A.J. Barnett, the first cashier and president of People's Bank. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I'm Tampa J. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today I am heading, you read it correctly, we're going to Uranus. Uranus on Route 66, Missouri edition. A couple years back, I actually visited Uranus in Indiana. I actually went to Uranus with my mom. You might remember that episode. This place is hilarious, it's wacky, and I think, I'm not too sure, this might be the original. I know there are several Uranus fudge factories. It's a fudge chocolate stop, but it's much more than that. If you don't know what Uranus is, well, you should by now. You're gonna see it in this video. Also, I'm gonna do more stuff on the way to Uranus. It's about, I think like 30 miles from here, so there will be stuff as far as Route 66 along the way. And then after, tonight, I have to head back towards Tennessee. I actually booked a hotel in Girardeau, Missouri. I had to say that carefully because it's a French word. I had to look it up. I'm gonna stay on the Mississippi River tonight in Cape Girardeau, and we've got a journey to get there. It's like 5 hours away from here. We're gonna actually go through the Mark Twain National Forest, so there's gonna be a lot to see. This is gonna be another lengthy video. My last Route 66 video of this weekend, but I will be back at some point this year, in case you were wondering. But it's all about Uranus today, and then some more. There's much ahead. We gotta get going. Oh, check out the little kitty. This is the smallest mural I've seen so far in between these two buildings here on Route 66. It's a painting of a gate. Oh, he missed his kitten. Well, no, he didn't. He got it right there. Ghostbusters 2 fans will understand that reference. All right, one last stop here in Cuba before we head to Uranus. The Wagon Wheel Motel is the oldest, longest operating motel on the entire span of Route 66. Check this out. Very old. Opened in 1935. This is the office. This is an active motel. You can stay here. Would be cool to stay here sometime. Got an old car, Standard Oil products, and they were at one time a full functioning service station, and they still have the old pumps out here. So neat. May contain lead. Oh man, this is glorious. This is what I want to see on Route 66. And it looks like they have a shop. I wonder if we can go in. Connie's shop. It says on the door, opened 88 years, never closed. If you need help, call this number. Okay. Okay, so if I wanted to call someone to come see the gift shop or book a motel room, it says vacancy right there in the window. I could do so. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to bother anyone right now. I will take a look at the motel rooms. Looks like this car came from Maryland. Perhaps it came down the old National Road to Route 66. I grew up along the old National Road. It appears that all of the rooms have fireplaces. I see 1, 2, maybe 4 right there. I think both of these buildings have 4 to 6 rooms, and there's 3 of them all together. Would absolutely stay here. Check this out. So this used to be the garage. This is a mechanic's pit down here. I'm not gonna climb down there, but it's cool that I walked over here and noticed this. That's amazing. That'd be a great spot to go if a twister comes. Reminds me of Radiator Springs. And there is another water tower on this side of Cuba. We're on the east end of town now. The longest running motel on Route 66. And the journey continues down the route, and it's 45 miles down Route 66 from Cuba to Uranus. Who knows what will pop up along the way to Uranus. Alrighty, welcome to Fanning, Missouri. This is what it's all about right here. The Route 66 Red Rocker. Giant, gargantuan, stickered rocking chair, world famous. Amazing, right here at the Route 66 outpost, Fanning outpost. This is the stuff I want to see today. And upon my life, exploring Route 66. All right, we're gonna get close to this rocking chair. I like the chrome up here, look at this. Look at all the stickers. Now this reminds me I need some stickers. I could stick my sticker right here. Whoa, there's even more on the inside. I can only imagine, I'm sure some of my friends have stickers on this red rocker. Even more over here. Incredible. The world's largest rocking chair. I'm assuming it's the world's largest. Oh yeah? Oh sure, yeah, I can get a picture of you, no problem. Inside they have mini coolers full of vintage bottled soda. Some I've never seen before. There's a Stalin, a Stalingrad soda. That actually might be from Russia.
The Stalingrad's actually good.
It's really good?
That one's probably the best.
Okay.
Saddam one's new. I haven't had that.
You haven't had the Saddam?
No.
How about the Kim Jong?
Kim Jong-un. I haven't had that one either.
How about barf soda?
That's like I have had that. That's a fruity.
This place is huge. Holy cow. Where am I? All right. This building is long. I'm not going to do a whole tour, but just so you know what's going on. Classic roadside attractions, Route 66 gift shop. A lot of snacks, knickknacks, and bottled soda. All right, so I went with Spiffy soda, which I just tried it. It's very kind of bubblegum flavored soda. I like it. It's from the 1930s. I got some ripped beef jerky. I went with the Godfather OG, and I have yet to see a Reggie bar my entire life. They have Reggie bars in there. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. I got his autograph on a ball back at home. Anywho, I was talking to the owner in here. They are already 25,000 plus people ahead of schedule than they normally are on this year of 2026 as far as people coming through their store and saying they're going down Route 66. They've had 35 buses of people already said they're coming through to stop at the store. So that tells you something about the 100th anniversary of Route 66. People are going to travel this year. And if you caught yesterday's video, I realized that the 100th anniversary of Route 66 is on my birthday, April 30th this year. All right, this is a cool roadside stop. We still have a lot to see before we get to Uranus. A swell drink. It actually says 1934 right on the bottle. I missed that. A swell cola drink. It is swell. I like it. Refreshing. Sinclair. This is the first Sinclair I've seen so far on this trip on Route 66. And of course, they've got a Sinclair dinosaur, which looks fairly new. Right across from Freddy's Steak Burgers. Always showing my roadside dinos. This is one of the first Sinclair dinosaurs I've ever seen. And this is Rolla, Missouri. R-O-L-L-A. Just rolling on by the Sinclair and Rolla. This dinosaur sits in between the station and a cool Motel 6. They'll leave the light on for you. All right, on the opposite side of Rolla now, check out this giant motel sign, attraction sign, totem pole antiques, moccasins, and fireworks. That thing is like 100 feet in the air. It also says moonshine up there. All right, little correction here. This is where the totem pole motel used to be. It's gone. That's a different motel back there. Looks like they used to have a gas pump here. Or no, this might be the gas station. This was the gas station. Automart, spelled O-T-O-M-A-R-T. That's what used to be here. They've got some cool totem pole art up there. Check that out. I would love to have that road sign. Looks like it was a restaurant too. Retiring sale, 20% off. Who knows how long ago that was. Right next to the Econo Lodge. And we have landed in St. Robert, Missouri. I looked it up. This is the original Uranus Fudge Factory. That sign is amazing. I would love to see that at night. You've got the T-Rex taking a bite out of the UFO with the alien. Just realizing that there is also a sideshow museum here as well. That's cool. All right, not only is there that, this is an entire village. Just so you can see what's going on before we approach the place. There's also a fort over here on this side. I think I'm gonna start over here, gonna go over there, work my way this way. There's the Circus Sideshow Museum. Probably do that last. We'll walk by that, then we'll walk over here to the actual store. I think the store is all throughout these buildings. I'm not so sure. Someone was like, what is that? It's the Astro Liner. It looks like a tank that they just kind of built a rocket out of. It does have air conditioning on top. I don't know if you can go inside. I would love to get inside. There's two doors, one there and one there. We got the Phillips 66 fuel truck here too as well. So as I said I would do, I came down here to the start of the building. It's a fort. I don't know what's going on here. This is amazing. I don't know if this is new. Check out the sign. Try our new flavor of the month. Irish cream, maybe. And then on the other side, thanks for picking Uranus. Uranus General Store, okay. I love all the puns. Check out the neon here. So this is actually the fudge factory right here. So we're gonna start by going inside, just showing you the atmosphere here, trying to get it all in. We've got the entire route of Route 66. Ted Drew's frozen custard up there in St. Louis. See, oh, there's the vehicle hedge near Amarillo. Blue Skyway Motel. Sleep in a Wigwam Motel. They've got Roy's. I just visited Roy's, or went by Roy's in California last year, so I've been by Roy's. And right here on the corner of the building is the entrance to the fudge factory. Here's what's going on here. They've got a patio area with the Sideshow Museum. I believe we enter right here, general store. Oh, this is so wacky, I love it. Photo opportunity with that sign right there. You've got a wooden bear and a Native American. Oh, there's Zoltar. We got the music blasting. Just about a month ago to this day, I showed the Zoltar at the Magic Store on Pier 39 in San Francisco. I got my fortune then. I think I'm gonna skip my fortune for the day. I'll do that next time. Anxious to see how it compares to Uranus, Indiana. All right, we're in the breezeway. There's Mayor Louie. I remember seeing that. We got Miss Tiffany. We got Nut Handler. This is a cool cardboard cutout of Uncle Sam. We're visiting Uranus on the 250th year of America and the 100th anniversary year of Route 66. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Whoa.
Up to Uranus!
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you. This is awesome. Okay, this is much bigger than the one in Indiana.
Be sure to poke your head as deep as you can in Uranus and see everything we have crammed in there.
Okay, it goes deep, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Really deep. They got fudge, and they'll pack it for you. How does the blueberry cheesecake fudge pack?
Nothing but positive opinions.
I heard great things about Rocky Road. Get your Uranus US 66 koozie. Awesome things are found at Uranus, straight out of Uranus. You can get these all on t-shirts, of course, too, as well. This is the classic here. I love Uranus. Now, if you listen to the song, it was created just for the store. Here comes the train. The miniature Uranus train goes all the way around the store. Choo choo, choo choo. Oh wow, you gotta look everywhere. Looks like a snow sleigh that's been converted into some sort of a airplane. Choo choo, choo choo. Choo choo, choo choo. They've got tons of candy for you here at Uranus. Look at all the buckets full. Got a hillbilly up here on a rocking chair. Got like a moonshine distillery going on. Hello, Grandpa. Also, there's some taxidermy up there. I see a mountain lion. Another coyote. Check out the raccoon. I think he's got good and plenty. You can get I Love Uranus. Pressed on a penny, of course. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Okay, this whole section right here is all edible insects. We've got your larvettes. We've got your crickets. What do you think? Would you do it? Desert scorpion. I don't even think it has chocolate around it. You just eat the scorpion. How about some sour boogers? And they've got the plushy characters of the Uranus characters. They've got a blow-up spaceship, alien ship, abducting a cow. They do have a cappuccino machine. They've got hot drip coffee for you. They got Coffee Mate, and they do have beverages on tap. Fountain soda. Looks like someone shat on it. Fudge, yeah, they do have tie-dye shirts, of course. Here's all their shirts here. There's a lot of funny puns. Here's one that makes you think it's from a local fire department, but it's Uranus Fire Department. Here is their movie, Uranus Attacks. This has got to be fun. I don't know how much this is. Oh, it's 20 bucks. I might have to take this home. You can only buy this at Uranus. That's the front, just kind of sweeping through the back here. Check this out. They've got Uranus liquors. They've got tons of local made wine. Uranus moonshine. Look at that. They have their own moonshine. This is going for $38.99. They've got the clear, and then they've got the apple pie. Get your toilet bowl, cup, or mug at Uranus. I would expect nothing less. All right, I'm back into the main room now. Right here at the cash register, a little to the right, they have Bigfoot sunshades. Also, they have squirrels. This is what's going on here. That's actually really cool. And here's the squirrel. The squirrel one is really clever. Okay, the bees might be my favorite. Bees! They also have specialty Uranus soda pop. As we're exiting, I'm noticing the pothos plant coming out of this old washing machine. They've got a chicken kind of cooking on the fireplace there. And then you walk here, and there's a little alien with bunny ears. Uranus Attacks the movie. I just bought it. I can't wait to watch it. All right, that was fun. I don't know which one is bigger, the one in Indiana or this one, as far as, well, this is bigger, but as far as the store, the one in Indiana might be a little bigger. Can't wait to go back there. I've got to go back to the Uranus in Indiana. All right, I'm gonna put this in the car real quick, and then we're gonna shoot back over to the Strange Museum. Classic road signs here. Look, Cuba, that's where we started, 42 miles. That puts things into perspective. You got Springfield, which is the birthplace of Route 66, 78 miles. We're actually heading the opposite direction after I leave here though. On this side, they have the Gateway Arch, which is 129 miles. They've got Petrified Forest, which is 1,118 miles in Arizona. Circus Sideshow Museum. This is right up my alley. I had no idea I was going to be doing this today. It makes sense that it's here. All right inside the door. Check it out. Got a funny mirror. Oh, this is really cool.
Feel free to browse. There's an optic spot. You can take pictures and videos, but no flash.
No flash, okay.
There are no jump scares back there.
Oh, it's not like a haunted house?
No, it's an oddity museum, not a haunted museum.
Okay, awesome.
There are no jump scares back there, so nothing's going to jump out and bite you in your anus. Enjoy the exhibition.
All right, thank you. Only $6 and $3 for kids. It came out to turnstile. Woo! Came out to $6.39. I am so stoked. Hello. Whoa. Okay, this is massive. Oh my glory. I don't know what's in the jars. All right, so these are animals, real life animals in the jar. I'm just gonna go kind of quick for you because there's just so many. Some snakes over here. I believe that's a goat in the jar. Look away, kids, look away. The world's smallest horse, the two-headed calf, Johnny Strong. All right, we have some oddities in this case. That looks like a real head. That might be real. That's definitely a real two-headed snake. Check that out. This looks like a fish that's been cut to look like an angel. There's not a lot of labels on this stuff. We've got Fiji mermaid. We've got 2 of them. These are really old. That's real hair there. That looks like the arms of an animal, like they took the arms of an animal. That's really creepy. And this is actually an alligator that's been made into a Fiji mermaid. See if I can get the glare off there. Don't look into those eyes. Oh, that's creepy. That is freaky. Those look like real skulls. Oh my gosh, they're bonded together. Two-headed, I believe that might be a raccoon. Doesn't really say. All right, that looks like a human hand. That is a human hand right there. If that's not real, I'd be surprised. Alive on the inside. This is amazing. Look at that. Looks like Robert Wadlow's skeleton. Is that real? There's Robert Wadlow, the world's tallest man. Okay, it's obviously fake, but this is what it would look like if it were real and how tall it would be. Holy cow, that's amazing. Giant. Employees only, but we got like a stage up here. Looks like maybe they do shows here. I'm sure they do live demonstrations. We even got the disco ball. All right, I think this is legit. This is one of Robert Wadlow's tennis shoes. It's the world's shortest man at 1 foot 9 inches, and Robert Wadlow at 8 foot 11, almost 9 feet tall. Here's a picture of Robert next to these two ladies. And here's Robert with a child. Okay, what's in here? All I see is a skull right here. Warning, trigger warning. I see a lot of creatures of the night in here. Real creatures. Alligators. The giant alligator head. It says, look, only do not touch. Okay, we can do that. There's a two-headed frog. Check out the piranha back there. And then up here, oh, these are real shrunken heads. It's the Shrunken Head Shrine Room. Believe it or not, these could be real. That one looks real. I've seen a lot of shrunken heads. This reminds me of Primate. Did you see Primate? I actually enjoyed it. It was terrifying. It was gory, fair warning. There's another shrunken head here. There's actually 4 on top of this case in here. That one's got a bone going through the nose. That is the smallest, most terrifying shrunken head I've ever seen in my life. That is creepy. There's also one right here. And there is something to read in here. It says, also known as Zansa, that's T-S-A-N-T-S-A, from the Javaro tribe. Shrunken heads were ritualistic war trophies created by boiling down the severed, skinned head of an enemy and tanning it to prevent the spirit of the dead from taking revenge. All right, it's cleared out. It is a Monday afternoon at the time of this recording. Got an electric chair. All right, does this thing work? Good old Sparky. We've got the monster. Boris Karloff just standing over here. It is kind of frightening. I can see why they warn people that nothing's going to jump out of Uranus. All right, these are not real, but they're just showing you conjoined twins, infants. They've also got photographs, real photographs of conjoined twins in the background. And they have a preserved two-headed monkey in this case right here. That's real. Oh my glory. Uranus is scary. Got another Fiji mermaid. That's probably the most terrifying Fiji mermaid I've ever shown on camera. It's got the body of an alligator. There's a Fiji mermaid in a mousetrap. Ouch. In these tanks are living conjoined turtles. Mutant turtles. Real life. I have never seen this in the real. There's the head right there. Hey, what's going on? And then here's the other head right there. Hello. That's amazing. Born in 2002 in Louisiana, one of 18 conjoined twin turtles found in hatching of 3 million. One of only 2 still alive in 2018. Literally 1 in a million. And here's the other set. Take a screenshot so it lasts forever. These are the only 2 like this known in the world. Check out this dude. Yeah, they have a lot of props in here from sideshows, of course. What's this over here? See them all over a dozen plus real things inside tent. All right. Okay, so I think we've seen half of it. Freak animals created by God, not by the hand of man. We're heading over to this side, the other half. Got some Fiji mermaids over here. Check this out. Monkey Speedway. Real life monkeys racing cars. This was a thing. Oh my. I saw some spider monkeys the other day at Transworld. They just so happened to be pets of the people who owned a booth there, and they weren't allowed to travel without their monkeys, so they brought them with them. I can't imagine seeing all these monkeys racing on these cars. Royal American Monkey Speedway, world's funniest auto racers. Hi, Rudy.
They all worked with a will, but Rudy just sat on the sidelines saying the whole idea is a bunch of bananas. Others were busy picking up more ideas. Elmer was in charge of the paint department. He tasted all the paint to make sure they were the right colors.
Monkey go round. So this is one of the real cars from the Monkey Speedway. 3, it's Earnhardt, and it's dressed like Amelia Earhart. And this is one of the signs that was over the Speedway. So I was trying to find more information on the Monkey Speedway. Looks like it was a traveling show, so it was technically a sideshow and would travel the United States. This is the Garboon. It is a baboon with a body, or I should say the lower body of a fish, and he's holding an arrowhead. Look at that. Here's a poster right here. U.S. Army Chemical Corps Top Secret Laboratory. All right, so this is the last room over here. Something in the middle. I think that's a real mummy or some sort of a dead body. We're going to be careful when we walk up there. All right, this is the part where you say, is it real or not real? It looks so real. Visit the UCM Museum, Abita Springs. This is Alligator Boy. Skull experts believe that tiny skull of this small alligator boy suggests it had the intelligence of a congressional representative found near Abita Springs, Louisiana. That's funny. Two-headed goat. Ooh, you got a two-headed bird there. And then, I believe this is fake, but it's a conjoined twin sharing one head. And in this case, we've got cryptids. I see Bigfoot. See a lot of things. Over here we have a Bigfoot head. Abominable snowman head. That's creepy. Looking into your soul right there. There's the ratigator, a head of an alligator on a rattlesnake. Alright, so we got the elephant man over here, which I thought was Cohagen from Total Recall. Has anyone ever put that together? Was that inspired by the elephant man? The guy, the alien guy from Total Recall. Hey, you guys! Gonna peek in here. It's a little dark. They said no flash. It's kind of hard to make it out. Let's go this way. There is a body in there. This is a really old box. It looks real. There's kind of a glare on it. I'm gonna go down there. Alright, there you go. You can see it good right here. This is El Chupacabra. So they're saying this is a body of a chupacabra. This is a documentary on the chupacabra. I just heard them say that this goat sucker is a real one. It looks more humanoid than a chupacabra to me. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it does have a really weird skull. I think it's hard to tell on purpose. And we have another display of Fiji mermaid here. This is the largest Fiji mermaid in the Sideshow Museum, which we have all to ourselves right now, which is pretty cool. Only $6 to come in here, guys. And the children are 3, but beware, there's a lot of freaky stuff in here. I don't know if the children will appreciate. I know when I was a kid, I would have. That's cute. 5-legged dog. All right, I'm sitting in the electric chair. I've been sitting here for about a minute, and I still have it all to myself. Oh, I think I heard someone come in over there. The Weird Museum. Uranus, the Weird Museum. Or the Weird Museum in Uranus. Thank goodness it doesn't fit. Let's see where we come out. In the gift shop, of course. That was a lot of fun. Oh, they have the vintage Sideshow posters here for sale too. There are a lot of freaks in Uranus. Uranus City Jail. I think I saw someone go in there. All right, this looks like an old-fashioned funhouse. We're about to have fun, but first we got to peek in here. Stay back, danger. Let's see. Hello? Anything in here? I think we're supposed to put our hand in there. I should have known it's coming, but I didn't see it coming. Air blast. Ah! It got me again. Oh, this is fun. Put your head in the wanted poster. That's neat. They've got all these like antique handcuffs on the wall. People have signed it. There's an old rifle there. See if you pull the trigger. Oh, it works. They have a jail cell here so you can take a photo. Here's the back side of the wall. It's just a good old-fashioned funhouse. Oh man, that could be real. What if that was real? All the other stuff in the Strange Museum. And over here, mysteriously in the corner, a real body. No, I'm not trying to start rumors here. Wanted, dead or alive. Hello. This is actually really cool. There is a tattoo shop right there. All right, that was really cool. I've never seen anything quite like that. We're heading down to the ice cream shop. And there's an old double-decker bus down here. The first time I saw one of these hot dog statues was at Coney Island Hot Dog in Brooksville, Florida. That's where Elvis, that's the famous spot that Elvis ate in the summer of 1960 as he was filming Follow That Dream. Right inside the door, you got one of these. That's a very Route 66 feel, Coney Island Drive. And if you haven't been there, check that out in Florida. Uranus Zoological Park. It's a bit backwards. Double-decker bus. It's kind of like the midnight bus. This is legit. This used to go around London. The Funk Yard. Who's driving in there? It's the Gold Skull dude. You the bus driver? He's like, what does it look like, Jay? What does it look like? Captain Obvious. Dude, I wish we could go in here. It looks amazing. Looks like at some point you were able to go in here. The perimeter hubcap fence of Uranus. This could have belonged to your car at some point. They don't make them like this anymore. And this is just behind the playground. It's a newer looking playground too. Roadside dinosaur. I wonder where this used to be. It had to be like in an old dinosaur theme park. There's also another one over here. Roadside dino. Gotta get it in the vlog. I love this place. I love Uranus. It's a windy day at Uranus and we're wrapping up here. What you guys think? So I've been to 2 Uranus now. I don't know which one I prefer. They're both great in their own way. This one being original and having the Freak Show Museum. Oh, I'm sorry, the Sideshow Museum. It might take the kicker. All right, I had to come over here. We've got a roadside giant. That's amazing. I'm glad I didn't miss this. It's Mayor Uranus. Now this was obviously a marathon man or a muffler man at some point. Wonder where this used to originally sit. I'm trying to block the wind for you. He's got a golf ball. Oh, check this out. I didn't know this was over here. There's a reason why Mayor Uranus is holding a putter and a golf ball. Putt Pirates Mini Golf by Uranus. Oh my glory. Did not know this is a thing. Now I think I'm on this access road. I just came over here to show you the sign. All right, that's not a thing yet, or it was a thing. I don't even know how to get up there. It's never fun saying goodbye to Uranus. I've got 183 miles, 3 hours and 36 minutes until tonight's hotel. We're not done yet. We're gonna see some stuff along the way. All right, welcome. My first time passing through Mark Twain National Forest. Of course, Samuel Clemens, born right here in Missouri. Little did I know until I came upon it. There was a Mark Twain National Forest right here on Missouri 72. Got to get a picture of this sign. I parked over here. Way over there. I did a U-turn. I'm actually heading this way. All right, so I had to ask Google if there were any Bigfoot sightings in Mark Twain. It says there are numerous reported Bigfoot sightings in Missouri's Mark Twain National Forest. Very hilly, curvy roads. Reminds me a lot of Tennessee. Haven't seen a Sasquatch yet. Welcome to Boss, Missouri. Look at this. Barron's Store. That was a long drive through Mark Twain National Forest. It's huge. I feel like I'm driving in Tennessee right now. That mountain out there should explain. All right, remember when we were back in Cuba and I showed you the Civil War murals? It talked about the Battle of Pilot's Knob and Fort Davidson. Fort Davidson is right over here, Pilot's Knob, behind these trees. I had no idea I was going to be passing by here. When I saw the sign, I came off the main road, Highway 21, and naturally I was curious. I guess we were meant to experience this Missouri Civil War history today. The murals were unexpected, and the Civil War fort history was unexpected. Battle of Pilot's Knob, September 27th, 1864, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. The battle that lasted an hour and a half. There's an inscription here, and up there is why they call the town Pilot's Knob. Now, I was just in North Carolina at that Pilot's Knob outside of Mount Airy. Had no idea I'd see another Pilot's Knob. Didn't even know it existed. Got a truck here. You've got Fort Davidson Hotel across the way. All right, so check this out. You got two Civil War cannons before former Fort Davidson. You can clearly see the walls here, the moat, and then you got Pilot's Knob right up there. There were thousands of Confederates surrounding this Union fort. I was just on Hoosier's Knob in Kentucky, Wildcat Ridge, and I saw some of my first Civil War trenches. This is my very first look at a Civil War moat, and it was always a dry moat. There was no water here when this happened. Now outside of the fort, check this out. The moat, little depiction there. What's going on? It's the Confederates trying to come up the moat, and here's one of the grenades that the Union would throw at the Confederates. Ketchum hand grenade used in 1864. Many of them right here. I wonder, I'm sure they've excavated this, but I'm sure there's still bits and pieces of shrapnel down in this soil. Be cool to find some of that. Civil War fort right here. Do not climb on wall. Never seen one quite like this. Okay, so they've got a picture of what it used to look like. Check out the pond. It says the powder magazine. So this is an aerial of what it looked like. So this was all grass, of course, like it is today, but they had built this stuff. The cannons were like in the corners. The cannons were on platforms in each of the corners. And then this is what the inner wall looked like. At midnight, the defenders silently evacuated the fort. They piled equipment they could not take against the magazine and laid the Union dead nearby. An hour later, a party of volunteers lit a fuse to the magazine and galloped safely. The startled Confederates did not realize that the fort had been evacuated. Major General Price presumed that an accident had ignited the magazine and that the fort would surrender in the morning. So they escaped and blew the fort up. This was a Union fort. That's some fascinating history right there. It says that the Union held the Confederates back from this moat out here by throwing hand grenades. Take a look. Don't want to get too close to the wall. Pilot's Knob up there. Surrounded by the rugged splendor of the highest peaks of the Missouri Ozarks, Arcadia Valley lies in the geological center of the Ozarks, one of the world's oldest mountain regions. The valley towns are in an area settled in the iron mining boom of the 1840s and 1850s. There was over 1,000 Federals here under General Thomas Ewing against some 12,000 Confederates under General Sterling Price. That is a lot of troops. This is a really unique thing that we found out here. I wasn't expecting this today. This is quite a surprise. I've been covering a lot of Civil War history on the channel, and I did not know about this. So this is really cool that fate and the universe brought us here. This was not planned, and it all started back in Cuba. Cuba, Missouri, that is. A Reggie bar is caramel peanuts covered in chocolate. Maybe a little nougat in there. It's fantastic. Reminds me of Snickers a little bit. Maybe like a Snickers or a Payday. It's great. Thanks, Reggie. And look at that. 7:30. The sun has set in the west. I have made it to Cape Girardeau. It's French. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I am almost to my hotel. No, it's not that one. It's actually behind me about a mile. I am here to see this. The world's largest styrofoam cup. No, it doesn't say roadie. Check out the moon up there. It says Rhodes. Rhodes gas station here in Cape Girardeau. It might be Girardeau. Has the world's largest styrofoam cup. It all started in Cuba, and it's gonna end with a cup. Oh, okay. Record set August 20th, 2017, the world's largest fountain drink cup. So, not technically styrofoam. The world's largest fountain drink cup. My bad. You know what I meant. I'm thinking a big gulp. 605,555 ounces. I'm assuming that's what that means, right? It's about 606,000 ounces, right? I promised to show you my hotel, though. I'm not ending it quite yet. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. Actually, we do. This is a gas station. You may need to get gas at Roads if you're going somewhere. Roads gas station. I'm thinking it's like the Weigels of Tennessee, maybe, or the Wawa of Pennsylvania. Too bad I already got gas. I guess I don't need Roads where I was going. Roads, where we're going, we need roads, especially if you need gas or gotta take a leak, or perhaps get a fountain drink. I didn't mean to rhyme. And I have made it to the Drury Plaza Hotel of Cape Girardeau? Drury Plaza Hotel. Wow, this is a massive roadside interstate hotel. They even have a conference center. And yes, this is where I'm staying. Decided to upgrade myself tonight. It was actually cheaper than the hotel I stayed off of Route 66 last night by about almost 10 bucks. Last night, I got into my hotel, I sat down, I edited my video, I went to upload it, and there was no Wi-Fi at the hotel. I never even thought about checking before booking. That is a first for me since I've started my channel. I know for a fact they have Wi-Fi at this Drury Inn, though. I mean, I didn't check, but I'm just assuming. Don't ever assume. I hope they have it. All right. Check-in was super sweet because it was super quick, and they upgraded me for free to this suite. I really made out like a bandit this time. I think the universe is rewarding me, making up to me for not having Wi-Fi last night on Route 66. Maybe. So here is the king bedroom. Awesome. Look at this. This must be like downtown Girardeau. And I think I have, check this out. I'm on the second floor. I've got an interstate view. Yeah, I see a McDonald's over there. That'll do. And last but not least, oh, this is the bridge. I think I might be crossing that tomorrow. That's the Mississippi River. We're right by it. Here's the toilet. I think, oh, I gotta learn how to use the light. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Give it a thumbs up. If you like more content like this, check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe below if it's your first time. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks to sticking to the end. I shall see you tomorrow. I've still got a lot of travel left to do. We're kicking it off again, traveling 1st of April. So we've only just begun. Love you guys. Thanks for always watching and sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, and no matter what you're going through, just know that there is always much ahead. This is a cool bridge right here. Must be local. I don't know.